Adventures are finally here. These quests are like temporary tall tales and will tell the ongoing story of the Sea of Thieves. The first one is called Shrouded Islands, and in this video I will give you my thoughts and opinions about this adventure, while also giving some insight into the lore and showing my own gameplay. So let's get into it. Before the release of this adventure, the Flameheart event disappeared from the game. I guess he must have severely underestimated our devotion to keep our supplies well stocked. But his face leaving from the horizon doesn't mean he is gone from the story. We saw the aftermath of an attack at Golden Sands, several islands covered in this fog, and even some spooky visions of forts. It is safe to presume that both Flameheart and Flameheart Jr. had something to do with these changes. And that brings us to our first adventure. To start this quest, you talk to Larinna. You won't miss her since she will probably call you over. This is a nice addition, so players don't forget to interact with her. Once started, you can't buy any voyages from her, so keep that in mind. You can also quit your adventure by interacting with your map table. During adventures, you are also completing different deeds. You can find these in the new tab when you open your menu. You can also get some information about your adventure, check the rewards, and even take a sneak peek at the next one. All in all, a great addition. So back to our adventure. Larinna will point you to Golden Sands, where you can start your investigation. When exploring this outpost, you will see a lot of destruction, and the only inhabitants you will discover are ghostly Reaper parrots. And you might also find some other pirates doing the same adventure. Inside the tavern, you will find a special compass. This compass belongs to Belle, and she probably left it there to point us in her direction. Sadly, there's not much more to do, so set sail and follow the compass. Her introduction is a little underwhelming since this character has been teased to us since before the game came out, and in our first in-game introduction, she is just an NPC already standing on an island. She did make a big entry during one of the Pirate Lord's speeches, and this is also hinted by Larinna, but sadly this event is in the past. And we only saw about 5 seconds of this in one of the trailers. I personally think she's the first pirate legend ever, even before the Pirate Lord, but this is still to be confirmed. Either way, the most important thing you should know about Belle is that she is very old and very knowledgeable about the Sea of the Damned. Belle tells us about this fog of the damned engulfing other islands besides Golden Sands and tasks us with investigating further in the wilds. After speaking with her, don't forget to pick up the Flame of Souls. If you should die, you will lose it, so make sure you light some lanterns on your ship. And as some of you know, this type of flame allows us to look at past memories. And that's exactly what we are going to do on the next destination, Shipwreck Bay. Upon approach, you can already see some ghostly Reaper ships surrounding the islands. Don't worry, these memories won't attack you. Once on shore, you are able to light 8 different memory braziers, and combined they tell an interesting story. And I have clipped all of these memories together, so here they are.
I pledge my allegiance to you, Captain Flameheart. My sword is yours, and always has been, Father. Bury it deep. Our master's plans must not be uncovered. With the prisoners in their rightful places, we can begin the next phase of the plan. The time has come to release them from their bondage. Break the seals and let our captains taste freedom.
Hear me, my ghostly brethren. Protect the relics. Our master wills it.
Go, be my eyes.
So these memories are really interesting. We see Junior and his fellow Reapers carrying and presumably opening boxes. These are not your average Reaper's chests, but boxes of wondrous secrets. I mean, the markings kinda give it away. Junior talks about releasing the captains and letting them taste freedom while also holding a chalice. So I guess we can see where this is going. And we see the Soul Flame captain talking about relics. These are probably the dark relics, as he himself can be seen holding a hexing skull. Also, Junior sent out his Reaper spirits as spies, and you can find a couple of those on Golden Sands, but also near Larina, like this one on Crescent Island. A nice touch to this adventure. But keep in mind, I'm actually still speculating about most of these memories, and I'm not entirely sure what the exact order of these memories are. Either way, after each one, you will be fighting Reaper's phantoms. Be alert, since they might also drop runes. These can be picked up by anyone, so keep that in mind, since you need to give one of these to Larina to complete one of your deeds. The final brazier can be found near the center of the island. Lighting this one will start some sort of ritual where you will be fighting the Soul Flame captain. It's a pretty easy battle when we did it on a sloop, and that was a little disappointing, to be honest. Once defeated, don't forget to pick up the map that will lead you to a hexing skull. For those that remember, this skull is a type of dark relic. These were part of voyages in the past. But dark relics were also used by Stitcher Jim to create the Fort of the Damned. So yeah, interesting connection to ongoing events. Once you get the skull, you can turn this in at Bell to end the adventure. Bell can also be found on Marauder's Arch and Devil's Ridge, so you won't need to sail all the way back to Crescent Island like we did. So don't do that. She will also inform you that defeating the Soul Flame captain weakened the barrier between the Sea of Thieves and the Sea of the Damned. And sadly, this was part of Flameheart's plan all along. That's right, we fell for it again. But what he will do next is an adventure for another time. There were also some questions about this adventure that I couldn't really answer, like the role of the Soul Flame captain. He seems to be on the side of the Reapers at first, but defeating him helps Flameheart. So what exactly is going on? Maybe I missed some clues and maybe we get the answers later. I don't know, but it's fun to keep discussing this. One thing that is interesting is that the Soul Flame captain is referred to as a pirate legend when you read the costume description. So yeah, that's something else to think about. In conclusion, if you didn't like Tall Tales, you probably won't like these adventures. The adventure itself is pretty short and should not take longer than an hour and a half. And compared to Tall Tales, this adventure is not all that exciting. But it was a fun time for those interested in the lore, like me. And the main appeal for me are also the ongoing changes to the world. The fog is here to stay, at least for a while. And the same goes for the destruction of Golden Sands. This makes it feel like we are part of this ongoing story, and that might just be the best part about these adventures. So yeah, I feel pretty optimistic about these additions. Just keep in mind, once they are gone, they're gone. So make sure you make some clips yourself, or rewatch this video when you want to be reminded again. So yeah, these are my 2 cents on this adventure. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up before you leave, and let me know how you feel about this. I always read all of your comments. For now, happy sailings and take care.